Okay, I just skipped a little bit of the chit-chat, as Finn calls it, and we'll probably skip through quite a bit of the good doctor. And I use that term loosely. A lot of his blathering. But anyway, let's just see a couple of Finn spots here, and then we will move on.
We can chit-chat later. Can you please tend to Cyrus's wounds now?
Oh my, I'm sorry. Please, this way. I need to dress the cut first.
This is where it all went wrong. Glissade smiled and untied the handkerchief. I took off half my coat to expose my arm. Glissade made small noises of appraisal. Finn leaned in.
How does the wound look?
The cut is sharp and clean. It should heal neatly. If we stop the bleeding and wait a day, it should be back to normal.
See? It wasn't a big deal.
Huh.
Finn sighed with relief, and I lightly slapped his stomach with the back of my hand. I don't like how you keep worrying too much.
I only do it because you're so indifferent about yourself. What if you'd needed a transfusion?
Then I would have gotten a transfusion.
But you can't.
Does your body reject transfusions?
Trouble. Alarm bells.
I'm sorry I'm showing so much curiosity. It's interesting to me as a doctor.
Yes, but it's really nothing dramatic. I have unusual blood. One transfusion gives me no troubles, but a second one is potentially fatal.
Potentially fatal?
Yes. I'm told that antibodies form after the first transfusion, so more transfusions can cause a rejection. I don't know how it works exactly, and I've never had a transfusion, so I don't know if it's true.
The cure could kill, hey? That's harsh.
Is it? A wound serious enough to need a transfusion would be mortal danger anyway, wouldn't it? Besides, as I said, I've avoided them so far, so there's no cause for concern. You needn't worry about me. Finn is being fussy. I shrugged and smiled at Finn.
But...
It's normal to be worried for your partner.
You too, Serenas?
If you don't want others to worry, then don't get hurt. Don't you agree?
Yes, that's true. Sir Saxon is strong, but if the fight had gone differently, I think I could have won. If I duel him again, I'll...
That's not what I mean. I meant that you shouldn't do something so reckless.
Oh, I see.
Having a strong moral code and wielding your sword in the name of justice is a good thing. But fighting the wrong battles and losing your life leads to nothing. All you leave behind is a grieving partner.
That's true, I suppose. I'm sorry, Finn.
Cyrus, I'm just glad you understand now.
I'll be a little more careful from now on.
A little? Cyrus, please.
What a courageous girl you are. All right, your treatment is finished.
Thank you.
I'll arrange a change of clothes for you so that you don't have to wear a damaged uniform.
No, that won't be necessary. My overcoat is in good shape, and one has to look closely to see the damage to the uniform.
All right. It's already fairly late. You should make for the station soon.
Will there be another observation date?
No. All that's required of you is to see the Sanctuary District. Then the Hounds sign your permit and the observation is complete.
Oh, we were only here for such a short time.
Yes. The observation for the Rank 2 exam is merely a ritual. With Sox elsewhere, I'll sign in his place. Your permits.
Thank you. Here. We handed over our permits, which he signed with a pen from one of his uniform's pockets.
That will be enough. Let's go. I will walk you there.
Thank you. Glissade, thank you for the treatment.
Take care. You don't see interesting women like her down here very often. I'd like to see her again someday.
That line is so much more ominous knowing what we know. Ah! Oh, man. Context. Glorious context. It was dark by the time we reached the station. I saw the sanctuary district in the distance, and beyond it the settlements of those native to the depths. I looked around, burning scenery I didn't expect to see again into my memory. Thank you for your help today, Sir Inez.
I'm sorry Socks was being abrasive. I know that this was just promotion protocol for you, but is there something you can take away from it anyway?
Something I can take away. That the Heights are a wonderful place. What about you, Finn? You've been quiet for a while now. What's wrong?
Oh, I'm just a little exhausted from the unusual environment. I'm sorry.
You should both get a good night's sleep. You had a long day.
We will. Thank you. Finnegan, what's going on with you? We saluted Sir Inez and boarded the lift. He kept an eye on us until the doors were completely closed. What a good boy. Sir Inez. We were back inside the lift. Compared to our journey down, I felt much more relaxed. Probably because we're on our way back to the Heights. I let out a sigh of relief, happy that I was returning in one piece. Well, I guess the injury means I'm not entirely in one piece. The cut in my shoulder was no big deal, but the cut in the uniform was a problem. I can lie about my flesh, but the fabric? Mother will be horrified when she finds out. I haven't sewn anything since school. I hope I don't mess it up. Maybe I could ask Finn to do it. He might be better than I am. Hey, Finn, can you sew?
I'm sorry.
You're not good at it? Finn, sitting across, looked at me quizzically. I was at a loss. Are we misunderstanding each other?
So?
Oh, he must have misunderstood me after all. Look, my clothes are ripped, right? I showed him my uniform. I'm not good at sewing. I was thinking about asking you if you were decent at it.
Oh, I see. I'm reasonably good at sewing, but I think a uniform should be given to a tailor. You could talk to the quartermaster.
Oh, yeah! You're right. There's no reason to fix it myself. Thanks, Finn. So, why were you apologizing?
I'm sorry that I didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything?
Yes. When you were fighting Brandenburg, when you were wounded, I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. I hate myself a little right now. I'm so sorry.
Finn, don't bow to me. You did everything right. If we'd both fought, maybe I wouldn't have been hurt. Maybe we would have won. But it wasn't a battle of 2-on-1. It was a duel. Nobody but me and Sir Soxon could fight it. You respected my wishes. That's all I wanted. Hanging back takes courage, too.
Courage? No, that's not what I just didn't do anything. I didn't move at all. Having a sword and not using it is... I mean, what's the point of having it, then?
Next time, then. Next time I'm in trouble, you can fight with me, okay?
Okay. I swear I'll draw my sword for you when next you need it.
Thanks, Finn. I was happy that Finn was smiling again. Serena's was right. I don't want to make my partner sad. I was really happy to have Finn as my partner. I don't want to make him sad or have him worry. I have to change my behavior for that. Alas, it is not to be. Although who knows what's going on with this route coming up. Stopping in to see management before heading home has made me rather late, hasn't it? I hope my parents aren't too worried. I bid goodnight to Finn and opened the door. Okay. So this is where everything is like, oh gosh, girl, your marriage has been canceled and things are happening. And the delay on the save with this DLC is redonkulous. Okay. let's skip ahead. We're gonna do a murder. Okay, not yet. Okay, it's soon. It's soon. Finn's gonna, like, pop by very soon. It was me! Or was it? Was it all its setup? There we go. There's the knock I'm looking for. A knock at the front door made me jump. We had a visitor. My heart felt like it was about to explode. I was having trouble breathing. It was like there was a heavy weight pressing on my chest. Who?
Cyrus, it's me.
That voice.
Hey! What happened?
Stay calm. Come in and I'll explain.
But...
Just come in, will you?
Roger.
I still don't really have any idea what's going on, but now Finn's here. What should I do next? Was it a mistake to let him inside? I couldn't ignore what had happened. Finn came to walk with me to the temple every day. Not telling him about what had happened to my parents would seem suspicious to anyone.
Where are you hurt? We need to get you to the hospital.
No, this isn't... I started to reach out, trying to calm Finn's confusion. Then I realized my hand was covered in blood. I hid it behind my back instead. Don't worry, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. But this isn't my blood. I'm not hurt.
But whose?
I couldn't bring myself to say it. I turned to look at the scene on the floor again. When Finn saw the lifeless bodies of my parents, all the color drained from his face.
What? No. Why did this... But... That can't be, Cyrus.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I wanted to believe that all this was some kind of sick prank designed to shock me. Mother and father are dead. They won't laugh with me anymore. They won't call my name again.
But this is just so... Why are they... I don't...
Finn paced the floor erratically, his whole manner one of obvious distress. But at least I wasn't alone now. Having someone there with me helped me regain my composure. Who would do this? It's possible that the killer was me.
Was it?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to hope that it wasn't. I wanted to be sure, but couldn't be. The uncertainty had my stomach in knots. I had no memory of killing them. They were already dead when I woke up. However, I had clearly been the one with the knife.
What happened? Tell me everything.
Yes, right. I closed my eyes, concentrating on the things I knew for certain. Okay, let's replay it from the beginning. I was very tired yesterday, so I went to bed soon after coming home. In the night, a loud sound woke me. I couldn't ignore it and got up to search the house. Nothing was out of the ordinary, except one detail. I saw light seeping out into the dark hallway from one of the rooms. Assuming my parents were inside, I went in. But there was nobody there. And then I lost consciousness. When I came to, it was morning. I was holding this knife. My mother and my father were lying on the floor, dead. Finn hadn't moved a muscle throughout my account, listening in silence. That's all, I added helplessly, even though it seemed obvious. Do you see the knife? I was carrying that. It appears that my parents were stabbed. I'm the most obvious suspect.
No.
Finn's refusal was strong and clear.
No. There's no way you'd kill your parents. Stay still.
Finn pressed his fingertips against the back of my head. Ouch!
Sorry, but that hurt, didn't it? Someone knocked you unconscious. Your parents must have been killed after that. I'm certain that you're innocent.
Finn. I had no memory of attacking my parents, but the facts of the situation made me the most reasonable suspect under ordinary circumstances. Finn's faith in me had dispelled my own doubt about whether I was guilty or not. I can't be. I realized that I was beginning to tear up. I berated myself that this was no time to lose my steadfast self-control. Now isn't the time to cry. I'll have enough time later. I took a deep breath to help me order my thoughts. Who would do this?
I don't know. But it's a bad situation. If anybody finds out, they'll suspect you first. Let's hide the corpses.
Hide?
We have to hide them. If nobody finds out, you can't be punished.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is the choice that you pick on whether you're going to, play the game as it was meant to be played, if you had a normal working version of the game. Or if you're going to go onto Finn's route. I didn't actually see the lead up to this choice. I just remember skipping through and being like, oh, there's a choice here, looking it up and reading that for the Switch. Okay, you would choose impossible in order to continue the base game. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But after that, there's a couple lines of dialogue, and then you're just kicked to the main menu. So obviously I'm not going to do that. But I had not seen the fact that what led to this choice is that Finn's like, we should hide the bodies, which is not how things progressed under normal circumstances. So he wants to hide the bodies. Well, this is the moment, everybody. We're going to consider it. And then we're officially on the Finn route. Let's do it. Hiding the corpses. If we hide the corpses, and nobody finds them, Finn is right. They will suspect me first. How would I have looked at the situation as an outsider? I would have, without a doubt, thought that Cyrus Testella was the perpetrator. I had no alibi or credible defense. The evidence was overwhelming. Aside from the, bump on the back of your head. However, hiding them isn't the end of it. My father was a politician. Others would quickly notice his disappearance. Think about it. We can't hide them. I should report it. I calmly continue despite Finn's astonishment. I will tell Sir Cordoa how I found them. That's the best course of action.
No. No, 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 no. If they see this, they will find you guilty. I won't accept that.
I doubted myself when I looked into his eyes, filled as they were with doubt and anguish. Are you expecting me to lie forever? Let's assume we managed to hide them. Are you telling me to keep saying I don't know why both my parents suddenly disappeared? I can't do that. I love my parents. I don't want to hide them somewhere out of sight. I want to bury them in the Testella family grave.
How would they feel knowing you're accused of a crime you didn't commit?
I don't know. I can hardly ask them now. I don't think they would want me to hide their corpses, though. Finn, whatever you say, I intend to report the truth.
But...
Don't be so obstinate. We're police officers, and we're sworn to justice. What would the people think, knowing I have broken my vows? Whatever the situation, I have to face it proudly. Don't you think so, too?
I suppose so.
He reluctantly agreed, but remained dissatisfied. No, not dissatisfied. Finn was worried about me. Don't look at me like that. Justice will prevail. Truth will prevail.
Right. I'm sorry for my offensive suggestion.
That's all right. I know you're just worried about me, right? I really appreciate it. Thank you, Finn. Okay, we're continuing. I haven't been kicked to the main menu. Things are working as intended.
Is all that really true?
Yes. I would not joke about the death of my parents.
No, of course you wouldn't. Well, do you have any suspicions?
No, nobody. My father and my mother were both well liked. As a politician, he no doubt had enemies, though. At the very least, I don't know of anybody who bore ill will towards them.
I see.
Sir Cordoa, what will happen to Cyrus now?
It depends. Her father's profession may make things more complicated. I'll order an immediate investigation. As you'll be part of it, Tistella, please remain within the temple.
Understood.
Euclase.
I'll stay with her.
All right. You need to be strong now, Tistella.
Yes, I know. Too bad he's in cahoots too. This was the only possible course of action, but I feel uneasy. No matter what I did, it couldn't change the fact that my parents were dead, gone from me forever. Everything reminded me of that. But this is for the best. Attempting to hide their deaths would have done nothing except make me the prime suspect. This was the best choice.
Do you want to go to the chapel?
The chapel?
Yes. I thought you might want to pray for your parents. Not that it'll make any difference, but...
Finn looked away and mumbled a dejected apology. Yes, I'll do that. But if I'm alone right now, I think I'll go insane. Will you come with me, Finn?
Yes, gladly.
Okay, things are progressing as normal so far.
This place is always so quiet.
Yes, there's nobody here but us. The chapel was part of the temple, a place to offer devotion to the holy Une. We approached the icon of our faith and said our prayers, then sat down on one of the pews. Finn sat beside me. The only sound I could hear in the quiet was our breathing. Father, Mother. I'd known that they were mortal, and that someday their lives would end. I just didn't expect it to happen so early in my own life. Was there some way I could have saved them? I tried to think of anything I might have done for them, but drew a blank. The stab wounds were deep. It must have been very painful. May they at least rest peacefully in the world beyond. I looked at the ceiling. My breathing was steady.
I expect this will postpone the marriage, won't it?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Weddings are held here sometimes. It made me remember your marriage arrangements. You tried on the wedding dress. You would have gotten married here soon. It's a shame.
Well, the marriage was called off yesterday either way.
Called off? But why?
I don't know. My parents told me when I got home. They didn't know why. They were pretty disappointed about it, though. I wasn't as depressed over it as they were. I never wanted the marriage very much in the first place. Perhaps I was even a little relieved that it was canceled. I was going to come to the temple first thing in the morning to ask why. We talked about it before I went to bed. That was my last conversation with them. I wish I could go back to the past. Losing them this way was horrible. We never even had a proper goodbye. All they'd ever done was support me, and I'd never had the chance to return that favor. And now I never could. What's going to happen to me now, I wonder? I had no idea. I felt like a vast darkness was engulfing me.
You'll be fine.
Finn placed his hand on mine. Finn.
I told you, I will always be your friend, no matter what anyone says. I will always believe in you.
Thanks. I took his hand and laid my head on his shoulder. I'm a little tired. Can I rest here for a minute?
Of course. Sleep if you need to.
Thank you. Thank you, Finn.
My heart is so full again. Like it was when I first went through this and I didn't know about all the craziness about to happen.
I'm glad I found the pendant. They won't find me if I sneak back to my room.
Oh, right. This is like back to the dream with the pendant. Okay, we're gonna just skip through memory with Mom and Dad. Okay. There she is!
Footsteps echoed through the chapel. Finn and I barely had a chance to stand before they had us surrounded. I love this one too, the CG, so good. What is this? I didn't understand what was going on. I looked around, confused by the hostile glares being aimed at us.
Cyrus Testella, you are under arrest for the murder of Keith Testella and Misty Testella.
I'm under arrest?
What? No, this must be a mistake. She didn't do it!
Shut up, Rank 1 officer. We have incontrovertible evidence. We will expel you if you continue obstructing justice.
It's okay, Finn. Let's follow their orders. I don't want you to lose your job because of me.
But...
Finn, you said you trust me. You really meant that, didn't you?
Yes. Of course.
Then I can accept my fate. If there is someone who believes me, I can accept it.
But... you're being charged with a crime you didn't commit. This isn't right.
I know, but I can't fight my way out of this. Not this time. No matter what they say, I'm innocent. I'll never confess to killing my parents. I'll clear my name someday, and I want you to be there when that happens.
Are you done? Let's go.
Wait! Don't take her away!
What is it now?
I don't remember this happening.
You didn't.
Oh man, there was a little niggly thought in the back of my mind this whole time, like, what if Finn took the blame? It would be in character. What? No, he wouldn't. Would he? No. Oh no. Wait. Time out. Time out. If he... Oh. Sorry. My brain is just like... So... Okay. Say they take his confession. If he gets convicted of this crime, that means we're going to do a switcheroo. Oh, no. So Finn... Oh, Finn will be the criminal, and I'm going to join the Hounds? Oh, this would... Maybe I'm, like, getting excited for something that's not happening, but... Oh, man. How would Cyrus undergo the torture... No? Would Inez help her? Oh, my goodness. I have so many questions, because we don't go crazy, right? Oh... Would Finn not lose it completely? I mean, he still might get bullied and pushed around, but not have to go through the Hound's torture training. So would he still be more or less like he is? Okay, look, I just gotta keep going and see if this is even happening instead of my brain trying to be like, meow. But what if? Oh, Finn, you got me excited now.
I killed them. I killed her parents. There was a knife at the scene, right? I used it to kill them. Take me away and not her.
Finn, what are you...
I'm sorry I lied to you. It's the truth. I'm sorry.
Someone arrest him.
He even lied to her. No! 2 officers began to lead Finn away. He never turned back. Did Finn really? I wasn't the only one surprised by this. The other officers were also stunned by this sudden confession.
You are still a suspect in this case, Cyrus de Stella. We can't simply release you, so you will be taken to the holding cells as well.
All right. There was no reason for me to attempt an escape, but they still shackled me. What happened to your incontrovertible evidence? He's just following regulations. I would probably have done the same in his stead, I thought. I would not have had a shred of doubt, believing I was in service of justice. Oh my goodness. But now